Hi all, I am Akhil. In this video, we are going to discuss about Introduction to Accounting. For understanding Tally Prime software very thoroughly, we have to understand some kind of accounting knowledge. By the end of this session, learners will be able to understand the concept of accounting. First of all, we have to understand what is accounting. Introduction to accounting is an information system which receives data, processes the same and gives its output in the form of information which is useful for decision making. Which means accounting acts as a fundamental information system that underpins sound business practices. It meticulously gathers raw financial data from diverse sources, including sales records, purchase invoices, and payroll information. This data undergoes a systematic process of organization, classification, and analysis, transforming it into meaningful financial intelligence. Through established accounting principles and standards, these raw figures are translated into structured financial statements such as balance sheet, income statements, and cash flow statements. These reports provide a comprehensive overview of company's financial position, performance, and cash flow, serving as a vital tool for stakeholders. The first term we are going to learn is capital. Capital is a term used to record the investment made by the owner, which means capital in accounting represents the financial resources invested by owners into a business, significantly their stake or equity in the company. This investment, which can stem from initial contributions or retained earnings, provides the foundation for businesses, operations, and growth, funding assets, acquisition, and operational activities. Capital is a critical component of a company's financial structure, impacting its stability and health, and is reported as owner's equity on the balance sheet, varying in categorization depending on the business structure such as sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporations with their distinct stock classes. The next term is drawings. In accounting, drawings refers to owner's withdrawal of assets, typically cash, from a business for personal use, directly reducing the owner's equity as reflected on the balance sheet. This is not a business expense but rather a distribution of assets that diminishes the owner's stake in the company, tracked through a drawing account and presented as a deduction within the owner's equities section, illustrating the financial impact of personal withdrawals on the business net worth. This is not a business expense but rather a distribution of asset that diminishes the owner's stake in company, tracked through a drawing account and presented as a deduction within the owner's equity section, illustrating the financial impact of personal withdrawals on the business net worth. The next term is liabilities. Liabilities are simply the obligation or debt a company owes to others, arising from past transactions. These obligations require the company to eventually pay out assets such as cash or provide services to settle the debt. Liabilities are categorized as either current, due within a year, like accounts payable and salary payable, or non-current, due over a long term, like mortgages and bonds payable. These are key components of company's financial structure, providing necessary funding. But excessive liabilities can signal financial risk. You will find the liabilities listed on a company's balance sheet, giving you a clear picture of what they owe to others. The next one is assets. Assets are things a company owes or control that have a value and are expected to provide future economic benefits. These can be tangible things like cash, buildings and equipment, or intangible things like patent, trademark, etc. Assets are important because they help companies operate and generate revenue, and they listed on the balance sheet to show company's overall financial position. Assets are broadly classified into two categories, fixed assets and current assets. Key topics discussed in this section include the concept of accounting, the concept of capital and drawings, and assets and liability. Hope you understand. Thank you.